When an economy tightens and pressure mounts on a business, one of the first things to crack is usually the marketing budget. Leadership teams looking for quick austerity measures almost instinctively put these campaigns on the chopping block. This happens because of a persistent misconception. Non-marketers tend to view marketing as a shiny topcoat, an optional luxury you apply when times are good, rather than the vital connective tissue that actually drives operations. This mindset leads to dangerous behavior. Without a formalized budget, founders often treat their marketing funds like an emergency piggy bank, dipping in and out whenever they need cash elsewhere. When funding relies on a leader's gut feeling rather than a structured allocation, spending becomes completely reactive. The company begins throwing money at problems blindly instead of following a plan. Operating without a rigid financial framework strips marketing of its power. You take an engine designed for growth and turn it into an unpredictable, unmanageable liability. The fallout from this approach hits operations hard. Inefficient internal processes start to drain resources, and ad spend is wasted because there's no clear strategy guiding the deployment of capital. Without budgetary boundaries, systemic failures occur across teams. Worse, you miss out on critical market windows. When competitors pull back during a downturn, white space opens up in the market, but you can't capture it if your own campaigns are frozen. Treating marketing as a disposable expense actively and rapidly erodes brand equity. Consumers are paying attention. When a brand suddenly retreats and goes quiet, audiences perceive it as weakness. Confidence falters, and they start looking toward competitors who maintained their visibility. This chart shows the harsh reality of that lost momentum. A sudden budget cut causes a sharp drop in brand equity, and the data tells us it takes 3 to 5 years of slow, shallow recovery just to recoup what was lost. The short-term illusion of saving money by pausing campaigns always results in a compounding, devastating financial cost over the long haul. To fix this, we have to look at how market-dominating companies operate. They never view their budget as a cost center. They treat it strictly as a strategic investment framework. Establishing this structure provides the operational clarity needed to identify where resources are actually driving growth, which helps teams spot financial risks before they derail operations. When you track the return on every single dollar spent, marketing stops being a guessing game. It becomes a predictable, scalable machine. A dedicated budget forces executive leadership to put their money exactly where their priorities are, aligning financial resources directly with core corporate goals. Adopting this structured approach is the only proven method to convert chaotic, reactionary spending into targeted market capture. The first scientific principle of building this framework is working backward. You don't pick an arbitrary percentage out of thin air. You start with concrete revenue goals. Here is objective-based math. Define your revenue target at the bottom, calculate required pipeline volume in the middle, and determine exact lead requirements at the top. With lead volume identified, calculate the exact dollar amount needed based on historical cost per lead. This reverse engineering methodology removes emotion and guesswork from budget creation. The math tells you exactly what you need to spend to hit your target. Once you have your total number, you have to balance that spend across 2 conflicting timelines: short-term performance marketing and long-term brand building. While performance marketing drives immediate sales, consistent brand-building investments work in the background. Brands with high awareness see their conversion rates multiply, which drastically lowers future customer acquisition costs. This is the 70-20-10 allocation rule, the industry standard for distributing budgets. A structured budget serves as the essential blueprint for predictable growth. Achieving this level of scalable success requires abandoning internal guesswork. You have to rely on expert, data-backed strategy to make every dollar count. Stop guessing and start growing. Partner with a professional team at Brandon to build a precise, custom marketing budget plan designed specifically for your unique business goals.